Michael Jackson's Thriller, released in 1982, is to this day the best-selling album in the history of the world recording industry. How Michael Jackson got to this feat and what's the importance of Thriller is what the Song in 6 channel tells you in this video. Michael is the 7th child in a family of 9 siblings, born in the state of Indiana in the United States, all with an special musical talent. The Jacksons 5, a group formed by Michael and his older brothers, were already performing in local nightclubs and talent shows when Michael was just 6 years old. They were subject to strict discipline by their father, Joe Jackson, who required them to always maintain a high standard of quality in their performance, always being attentive to the smallest details. The father's intense schedule and super energetic demands have always kept them away from living the life of a normal child. In 1969, the Jacksons 5 already had a contract with Motown Records, which would earn them fame and a lot of work with concerts, records, participation in radio and TV shows, advertisements. What many people wonder is why the youngest of them always stood out from the others when they were all very talented. I think the best answer has always been Michael didn't stand out from his brothers, he stood out from all the other artists in the world. Therefore, the natural path was for him to start a parallel solo career, maintaining his participation in the family group. After 4 solo albums for Motown, at the age of 21 in 1979, Michael left the Jacksons 5 and released the album Off the Wall, with hits that would show the mark of an unique artist. The singles Rock With You and Don't Stop Till You Get Enough boosted sales of the album and propelled Michael to the status of superstar. After the success of Off the Wall, Michael Jackson saw greater creative control over his music. The desire for artistic freedom would play a crucial role in setting the course for his next album, Thriller. But before that, in this 3-year period between Off the Wall and Thriller, Michael went through a lot of uncertainties. Despite already being a well-known artist, Michael felt alone in the midst of his success. He had spent his adolescence with his siblings, and perhaps the break from this routine affected him unconsciously. He said he had a hard time making friends. In addition, he was already suffering certain persecutions for more disturbed fans, like the case of the girl he had never had any contact with and who accused him through letters of being the father of her newborn child. She sent pictures of the boy saying that he had Michael's eyes and that if he didn't recognize him, she would commit some madness, even commit suicide. This obsession also unbalanced him emotionally. Despite the commercial success of Off the Wall, Michael believed that his album had been undervalued, that the trade magazines did not give it its true value, compromising his dream of becoming the biggest star in show business and the richest of them all. Despite all this, Jackson continued to work closely with producer Quincy Jones, who played a key role in the success of Off the Wall. Their collaboration would be fundamental in crafting the sound of Thriller. In early '82, Michael and Quincy put together 30 songs for nearly 100 of them for a second screening that selected only 9 songs that would form the Thriller album. The recording of the album lasted 6 months with a very heavy budget, which also generated tensions between them. Quincy felt that Michael was worrying too much about the choreography of the songs and that he was neglecting the quality of the songs for the sake of dancing. Michael, on the other hand, was disgusted with Quincy, who wanted to veto the song that Michael considered his main composition, Billie Jean, which told the story of a girl who stalked him saying that she had had a child of him. Remember the obsessed fan?
Do you mean I am the one?
Sit Back Soul Thriller was released in November 30, 1982. It exploded onto the charts around the world, breaking all records and becoming the best-selling album of all time. The album featured iconic tracks such as Billie Jean, Thriller, Beat It, and Wanna Be Study Something. The music videos that accompany them, especially Thriller, have revolutionized the music industry and popularized the music video market. The American MTV played them relentlessly. Michael Jackson's performances during this era, including his moonwalk dance move, mesmerized audiences around the world, solidifying his status as the king of pop. Of the 9 songs on Thriller, 4 were composed by Michael. Wanna Be Started Something, The Girl Is Mine, which he sang with Paul McCartney, Beat It, which featured Eddie Van Halen on guitars, and Billie Jean. This was the attestation that in addition of being an outstanding singer and a dancer ahead of his time, Michael was a first magnitude composer. Beside the unprecedented commercial success, Thriller won 9 Grammys, including Album of the Year, Vocal Performance of the Year for Michael, Producer of the Year for Quincy Jones, and Song of the Year for Beat It. Thriller was the pinnacle of the career of an artist of inexhaustible and magical talent. After Thriller, Michael reached living legend status, drawing crowds wherever he went. Success, fame came with eccentricity and some problems, but nothing could extinguish the mesmerizing glow of that smiling boy who sang and danced like no one else. If you enjoyed this video and like this channel, subscribe, leave a like, give me a suggestion about what story you wanna hear so I can always improve and bring you new and better videos.